Howdy mates, how are we all doing? Here's a part 5 video. So now I'm over by Bokeelia, which is the northernmost fishing town on Pine Island. So currently right now I'm actually at something called the Shell Preserve, which is in association with the past Calusa tribe that used to inhabit here. So, yes, we're basically at the northernmost end of Pine Island. So, all the water that we're seeing out here, bordering us, we're basically at the Charlotte Harbor right now. So we're still, a decent ways from the Gulf. But at this particular spot, you'll actually find all kinds of, oh yeah, there's my beloved kayak. You'll find all kinds of shells out here, remnants that, probably came from even mounds that used to be here. But just really seeing these waters and just the sheer amount of shells really gives you that glimpse of the past, of what really used to be here. So, noticeably, I wanted to stop here for a particular reason. Noticeably, to my right, these aren't, just regular trees. These are actual mangroves, surprisingly. It's very rare, I think, to see mangroves that are just growing upright. Now, predominantly, a lot of the mangroves that you will see here include the red mangrove. Considering that usually those are the types that you'll see closest to the water. And as you can tell, like right there for instance, you're seeing that vast network of prop roots. So think of it this way, you guys. If it really weren't for the red mangroves and their ability to have their prop roots act as anchors, this island would most likely not exist. Because that's the thing. When they have those vast networks, prop roots, it allows more sediment, soil, and among other non-living materials to basically accumulate, or even sand. Yeah, there we go, that's the other example. So we owe a lot to them, and given the fact that they sequester up to 4 times more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere than that's of a typical rainforest, like for example the Amazon. This is really cool. It's just amazing to think how you go back in time between 2,000 years ago to now. This was it. This was how they got their food. It was so accessible. Not only that, but Pine Island is also suitable to grow a lot of citrus and other various tropical fruits, whether it be mangoes, pineapples, or even among others. So, yeah, I have the shirt off because it's a rather humid one today. Kind of unusual, honestly, especially for December. Yeah. What can you do? Yeah, as I mentioned, this is the Charlotte Harbor. That's how I like to say it. So it is bound to be that this is most likely brackish water. We're having water come from some of the freshwater streams a bit further inland, and then we also have the influence of the Gulf coming from further west. So this is like where it all mixes together. But this is really cool, you guys. Like, there's nothing, I've just never really seen mangroves grow like this. It's just so unique. Yeah, that's the best way I could put it. But here, you can see the prop roots a bit better. So as you can see, it totally has an extensive network. And you may be wondering what these are. A lot of these, many people call them burls, but some of these are actually salt reserves, you know, for any excess salt. This is essentially like a storage unit. But these prop roots right here, as you can see towards the bottom here, that's in the water, those are a lot of your eastern oysters, which are largely responsible for filtering our waters. So, as a matter of fact, you know, my great mentor, Garrett Stewart, who leads the Eco Preservation Project, many of you, I'm sure, are well aware that he's been helping with installing artificial mini reefs, which were originally made by Ocean Habitats. So, in a sense, those artificial mini reefs that he's installed, and I've helped him a couple of times as well, they basically mimic the same exact thing that's happening right now. And of course, it also mimics that of a coral reef as well. But yeah, just these prop roots too, they essentially act as straws. It allows the mangrove to have access to water and other various nutrients that can be found in the water. It's quite amazing, though, just how nature works like that. And it's yet a process that we're still trying to understand. And it's something that happens completely naturally. So I feel that needs to be more paid attention to. You know, nature already has systems that already work to help make it a balanced ecosystem. But it's really been humans that have really interfered with those processes. But I like to believe, even with today's modern technology, with some of the destruction that it is capable of, I think it's a matter of how we use it. You know, even with our new technology, we could actually use that to save our planet. So that's the biggest thing. How is it being used? And like, you know, we have computers. I mean, that's a general statement, but that just provides opportunity for further research too, in general. You know, to understand, like, you know, this process of how the prop roots work. It's quite remarkable just how resources and information is essentially at our fingertips. But it's really just a matter of, how do we use it? Do we use it as a constructive means, or do we use it as a destructive? Personally, if we really want to learn from our mistakes, we need to use it in a constructive way. So, alright, you guys. Thanks for watching. And this is, like I said, Pine Island is really worth checking out because, you know, it just has that historical aspect to it, you know, throughout the whole island. And it honestly feels kind of separate from the rest of Florida. Like, it just seems rather quiet, if you know what I mean. You know, it doesn't seem as highly touristy, if you know what I mean. And that's another point I try to make too, is Florida has many other attractions besides just the beach, you guys. So alrighty, take care, enjoy your Sunday, and once again, Journey on a Journey is outwards. Take care, folks. See ya. Take care, you guys. Peace out.